Hey, what is going on? Welcome to Beautiful Start Podcast. I am your host, Antoinette, and I'm super excited to be here. Today is going to be a lovely day. Wherever you are, I hope you are in good spirits, that you are feeling good, that you are optimistic, and things are going good. If not, I hope that tomorrow will be a better day. But today I wanted to just come on briefly and discuss moving forward with confidence and self-love, right? Um, what I strongly believe is that we should definitely be moving forward. If you speak to any elderly person that has reached their course in life, they would tell you that, essentially time is the only thing that really, time is going by fast. Time is important. What you utilize with your time matters, and ultimately, um, but time is definitely going fast. It's going fast, and it's just one direction. Like, we don't go backwards in life. Um that's not what it does. It continues to go in a forward motion, you know. Sometimes uh the way time is going by so fast, or what it appears to be, you feel me? Sometimes we don't have the time to kind of like process what has what we've gone through, what has happened, especially if you have a busy life, if you're trying to do things that can ensure a better future for yourself, or at least have you on the path that you want to be on, right? Because let's be real, like when you have a busy life, like whether or not you're in school, working, and this could be, you could be working for somebody, or doing your own business, um taking care of taking care of family, you know um you have a lot going on. Sometimes it can be difficult to sit back and kind of like reflect on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just don't have the time. That's why I always say, like, at least, you know, if you don't have that much time, right? Maybe taking like a little bit, 15 minutes to do some type of self love ritual for yourself, or something that is for you. Um, that is important too, to kind of like spend time with yourself, and just to kind of like regroup and re-energize yourself, right? But sometimes people don't even have time to even do that, but it's important to kind of make time for that, because when you think about it, everyone has like the time to um excuse me, to let me drink something, hold on. Everyone has the time to wash their ass. Cause I know you guys are not going outside funky. You feel me? So that time that you have to wash up, you could utilize that time to turn it into a self love kind of ritual thing for yourself. Like, incorporate that. Like, sometimes people will say like they affirmations, or take baths. Like, instead of getting in the shower, you could take a bath, where you could kind of like sit down and you know make it an intimate thing for yourself, where you can incorporate different rituals that are is going to enhance your self-love and confidence, you know and I know when people think about rituals, they think about something that is I don't want to say, I'm trying to use my words in a way in which I want to convey the message that I'm putting out there. But, brushing your teeth is a ritual. You know what I'm saying? Washing up is a ritual. A ritual is just something that you do over and over again. Because, like I said, I know you guys ain't going out with no funky ass. Well, maybe some people are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is a no judgment zone, but I would like to think that everyone who's listening to me is washing up. You feel me? Washing up, brushing their teeth, washing their face. But if you are not, what I'm saying, let's incorporate that, make it something that is a necessity. You feel me? Because people ain't going to tell you stink. They just going to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like someone who really love you and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You stinking and stuff. They going to tell you, right? But when you think about like the homeless people in your community, if you like, I feel like every community have like, you know what I'm saying, the local bum, the homeless person. You know what I'm saying? Whether you are in a community that is, upper income, you know what I'm saying, or middle class or lower class or whatever, right? Because I just feel like it's a combination of mix, especially when you live in New York City, because it's like you have condos and then right across the street from the condos, you have the projects. Or, you know what I'm saying, you have like a lower income, I mean, a neighborhood that is supposedly is lower income, but it's a mixture. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I feel like it's a mixture. But people have these preconceived notions of how much people make based off of where they live at, right? And that's not true. Because how you got a high rise tower where you paying $10,000 a month and you right across the street from, you know, what they, from the projects. But everyone thinks that everyone that lives in the projects is lower income. That is very far from the truth, but let people think what they want to think. You feel what I'm saying? Let them think what they want to think. You know what I'm saying? There's less people kicking down your doors. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because people just have this preconceived notion about where you live at and your income and things of that nature. But it's just like it's not so much of what someone else's thinks, but it's about how you think and how you feel. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why it's to me I feel like moving forward in life is is the only way because that's the direction that it's going in, right? We're in spring right now. Before you know it, it's going to be summer. Summer is coming up, right? So today, well, it's a new day. But yesterday, um, well, actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've this weekend as a whole, normally I'm a night person. I like to go out at night. I like to do everything at night. Um, Lately, I haven't really been doing the whole party thing, but I'm gonna start doing that again, and I'm gonna be vlogging. Like I said, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna put that on this channel or whatever the case may be. But if you guys want to see that type of lifestyle, then I will put it up there. You just have to comment it. The comments are open. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep the comments open or whatever like that, but lately well lately but in my past experiences I've been like into like the nightlife, hanging out, going out, doing stuff like that, um but I told myself, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to uh start hanging out in the daytime because I just like that. I wanted to be under the sun. Like I do everything at night, literally everything at night. If I had a 24-hour supermarket in my community, versus traveling all the way to damn Brooklyn or something like that to just go to a 24-hour, or the Bronx. They do have a 24-hour supermarket in Harlem or whatever, but it's not really Harlem. It's like the Upper East Side. But I would do my damn shopping late at night. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, people feel like, oh, the nighttime is dangerous. I'm like, listen, I just was watching the news and I think it's more dangerous in the daytime. In the daytime, not to be laughing or nothing like that, but that's just, uh, I just laugh at everything pretty much, but not to downplay, you know, a shootout in the daytime because, you know, innocent people are out there and stuff like that. But, you know, the laugh is just like, you just can't believe this is happening. You feel me? So that's where I'm coming from. Because people on this internet, they just take things just too extreme. But anyway, a lot of people will feel like, oh, you know, the nighttime, you going out at nighttime, you doing this at nighttime, it's dangerous. You know, I'm like, everyone's sleeping. What are you talking about? Like, people feel like when I go out into different communities at night, or when I do certain things at nighttime, or go for a little walk, like sometimes I just go for a walk, like, and you'd be surprised to be people out walking their dogs and stuff like that. um Nothing be going on. Like, you know what I'm saying, people be out smoking their cigarettes, walking their dogs, or whatever the case may be. But in broad daylight, you having two different rival gang members shooting out at each other, and we're talking about hours where kids are being released from school, where it's the most busiest, and they having a whole shootout. Like, what's going on with that? I seen a couple of news that showed that, and I'm like, I remember somebody was talking about, oh, you know, this is too late, for women especially to be out, blah 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 blah, at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever, like that. Oh, it's too late, you know, you shouldn't be walking around, you know, going to Taco Bell or whatever like that. I'm like, listen, if I want Taco Bell at 2 o'clock in the morning and it's open, I'm gonna give me some Taco Bell. That's the type of what I am on. But you have people like in 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon having an active shootout. You talking about broad daylight. You talking about elderly people that's out. You talking about teenagers, school age kids, small kids, kids that's, and you know what I'm saying, like all type of ages. You know what I'm saying? And they having an active shootout. They don't have no regard, nothing. It's just like, I wanna get this person. You know what I'm saying? But at nighttime it's just, I don't know, it's different, you know. Um I know some people out there that they don't want to go to like the clubs or the lounges because they feel like, oh, it's the certain environment where is, you know, anything can happen. Someone step on your shoe, that's an issue. But I remember I had went to some lounge. Well, it's not really a lounge. It was like a club type of thing, but it was for older people. And I have never went to like it was a club slash lounge. Well, no, it was really mostly functioning as a club, right? Um, because of the hours. It opened at 10 p.m. and it was fairly closing early, right? Because you know how, I don't know, like, because I'm going to be 42 this year. So, but I like to hang out. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna be the auntie in the club, but I might just be the auntie in the club though. I ain't even gonna hold you. I might, you know what I'm saying? Because they feel like once you get 35 and up, oh, you shouldn't be hanging out. You should be home knitting and shit. Like, listen, I don't know. I still got my same mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the misconception about getting older. People feel like, oh, you have to be in a certain, like, you shouldn't be doing nothing. But I'm like, if you raise your children, like, I know it's some people out there that they of a certain age and they still have younger kids, right? Like, you in your 40s, right? You still got small kids. Then your adult children done had kids, so now you got your grandkids. And so now, you know what I'm saying? You at that age where you feel like, you know, I don't know, and some people just now starting a family, so it's just different. But I don't have no small children. And that's a fact. I don't have no small children, no small children or anybody that I'm caring for at this present moment in my life. I don't know if that's going to change tomorrow or whatever, because you know anything can happen, you know. Hey, um, but people feel like, oh, you're of a certain age, you shouldn't be doing anything. But if you don't raise your children, and they grown adults, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what else can you do? Like, outside of the habits, outside of the hobbies and the different things that you do. You feel me? It's like you're gonna go out. Especially if you like that. I remember when I was trying to do these things that I love with people that just, they didn't want to do it. But then I'm like, I didn't think of it like, okay, let me get me a new group of friends or let me just go out by myself. I just wanted to enjoy myself with the people that I like to be around. But I didn't realize that, okay, well, this is a big thing for them. This is something that they don't no longer want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care. Because at the end of the day, if I want to go out and party, I'm going to go out and party. You feel what I'm saying? Um, my mother, this is a while back, she had friends. They was in their 70s and 60s and 70s. They was every weekend they was getting it popping. You know what I'm saying? Going out to like the little elderly clubs or whatever like that and hanging out. And that's what they did. Like everything was like fun, and I'm like, if you like the party, you like the party. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, getting back to this, so this particular spot that I had went to, they didn't check you going in. That was the weird shit. Like, I'm used to going to like different spots and clubs where they check you. They pat you down. They look through your bag. First of all, if you go into a lounge or club for a woman, right? We don't carry big bags with us to go to a club, right? Some of us just have these little ass bags with your phone and your lipstick and your credit cards could fit in, right? Some of us have like a big bag, especially if you're not trying to buy any drinks and you got them little them little mysterious like umbrellas that turn into a flask. Because now you don't even have, back in the days they used to just have like a regular fat flask where you could kind of like put your alcohol in it, but it was obvious that it was a flask. But now they have things that could disguise as a flask. I hope I'm saying a flask right, but it's where you could conceal alcohol, right? So now they have like some lotion, empty lotion containers that you could put liquor in. Then they have empty umbrellas that it looked like an umbrella on the outside, but it's really a flash. And then they have like the chargers, the portable chargers, that is a flash. So I'm like, oh wow, this time is different. You could get all that stuff off of Amazon, right? So if you're trying to bring something like that, of course you're gonna be, because it's like, some people ain't trying to spend $20 on a drink. They just not. They were trying to get one drink and then be nice or whatever. But then you have some people, they like for other people to like kind of like buy their drinks and stuff like that or whatever. But my thing is, you know what I'm saying? Of course you could do whatever you want to do, right? But this particular spot that I went to, they wasn't checking nothing. Big bags, small bags, they ain't pat you down. They just wanted their money to get in a club, and then they also wanted to know whether or not you was doing coat check. You either paid for coat check, whatever. And this spot particularly opened 10 p.m. and then it was like a mixture of race. Like you seen all kind of races in that joint. You know what I'm saying? But it was more so like it was an older spot because they play older music. You know what I'm saying? And I seen some young people in there. I don't know if they like, these young people just like, what I'm saying, they looking for them, you know what I'm saying? An older person or whatever. It was a good spot or whatever. Them young guys, what I'm saying, who be trying to, hook up with older women. They try to call older women cougars or these weird ass names, but it's just like that's just weird in its nature. But when I went to like another spot that opened, like it was like an after work spot, um and it was a mix of race too, a little bit, but they want to check you and shit. I'm like, They want to pat you down. I'm like, yo, you reach a certain age, you ain't trying to come in no spot with no, to, at least for me, I don't know. People is on some, like, I feel like people are different, you know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm just trying to listen to some music, dance. Like when I go out, I'm like in the mood where I just want to, like, have a good time, enjoy myself, and dance, mainly dance and move around and just feel good because it's just a good vibe. I feel like now the music is like they have some music is good, and then they play like old school music. Like a lot of the spots that, when because I always look for spots that say grown and sexy, right? The grown and sexy spots, I love the grown and sexy spots because they're gonna be playing like that old school vibe type of feel good. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I like that too. But I also like listen to new music too because I ain't even gonna hold you, like the music has been definitely great. Like they got some amazing artists. There's always new artists that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? You know, just with that, it's all about like the feel good energy to me, like just feeling good. Like I'm not that type of person like, oh well, in the 90s they had this good music, this is the only music that matters. And but no, I listen to all kinds of music, all, and you know what I'm saying, it could be released now in 2025, 2024, like, you know what I'm saying. um there's always someone that could capture a certain feeling or energy, you know what I'm saying, like with the music, right? And I feel like music brings people together. um some of it invokes, like, even though it can invoke different types of energy, right? Because you could listen to it, you could have been feeling good, and then you listen to the song, and then shit, you in a corner bawling, crying, thinking about some shit that happened 50 years ago, because it kind of like triggers something traumatic within you. But then it's also music that also makes you feel empowered, that makes you feel good, and can invoke other emotions, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of wary about certain things that I listen to, because you know what I'm saying, because if you're in a good mood, you don't want to listen to nothing or even watch something that is going to revert you to a space where you you're not moving forward or anything like that. You feel what I'm saying? um uh with this whole partying thing, like, people feel like, oh yeah, when you reach a certain age you shouldn't do X, Y, and Z. That's just a perception, or that's just something. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you went to work, you know what I'm saying, your bills are paid, you feel what I'm saying, you took care of your household, you took care of all your responsibilities and all your stuff you gotta do, why not have a little 2 or 3 hours with yourself and hang out, or whatever it is that you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on where people feel like, oh yeah, you got to be of a certain age to hang? No. It's some people out there, they don't even take care of their responsibilities and do what it is that they have to do, and they still find time to damn party. They don't even, you know what I'm saying? I'd be sitting back like, what? I don't know. It's just like, to me, it's like a weird psychology. It's a weird thought process. Like, if you a grown ass adult, you could go. I need a new chair because I hope you guys ain't hearing this shit. Is just making noise. It's just like, it is annoying me, yo. I'm gonna have to get me a new chair. I really don't want to, but it's just like all I'm doing is talking, and this chair is just literally squeaking, like, and it's annoying me. I don't know if it's picking up on this microphone with you guys, but yo, this joint is really annoying me. Like, real talk. It's annoying as hell. It's so annoying. But getting back to kind of this moving forward, it's just like, we're moving forward, it's like you creating um these new experiences for yourself and the thing. You know what I'm saying? Because who want to sit around and be talking about the same, thing that they did when you could keep doing more stuff, right? And I know the dynamics of people in their relationships change because, as you get older, we go through different stages in our life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like sometimes you could be in a stage where it's like lost, like damn, people are dropping like flies, like literally dying. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, you grieving and stuff like that, but also life is still moving forward, and it's just like, what do you want to do? Because you still have to take care of yourself. You still have to live your life. Because I'm pretty sure, like, your loved ones don't want you to, ball up in a corner and cry and not do nothing with your life, especially when you hear and you have other people that depend on you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't have no one else depend on you, you have to depend on yourself and love yourself and build yourself up and instill confidence and self-love and know that everything is going to be fine, right? Some people get into a state where they don't feel fine and they don't speak to themselves in a kindly way, where they put themselves down, where they feel like they're the victim. But the thing is, the key is to always speak kindly about yourself. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you have been through or what mistakes in your past that you made, right? Everyone has a past, right? Some people are more vocal about the deeply rooted issues that they have been through, and others like to keep it to themselves. Some people you won't even know nothing about, right? But you know that they a fun type of person, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some people that just they don't talk about their issues. They don't. And there's others that may have some stuff online that is, what I'm saying, never going away, right? Like when I think about the stuff that I have been through, right? And it's very traumatic, you know, but and it's within my mind and my immediate circle at that time, or people who on the outside who could observe it, because you know how some people be like, oh yeah, you know, I don't know. It's a different culture, even though it's the same thing now. It's just that it's on stuff is online, right? Like the mistakes and the effed up things that people do can be something that is, it can be online. You feel what I'm saying? Like you could have made a mistake or did something or made a life choice, and you know what I'm saying, you trying to get over it and move forward, right? um and the thing about the past is that people didn't have no cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like we had cameras, like, you know what I'm saying, but it's not like you could have uploaded. And I'm talking about like before like 2000s, like I'm talking about the 90s, early 2000s. When I'm talking about early 2000s, probably like 2000 to 2005ish. I feel like 2005ish or probably 2000 and yeah, around that time, like from the 90 to like 2005 or whatever. I feel like, yeah, we had phones and shit like that, but it wasn't like, oh, you want to record and stuff like that. We was too busy trying to use our unlimited nights. You feel what I'm saying? It was like the cell phone was kind of like different. It was like I just remember the time when you had a certain amount of daytime minutes, right? So you had like probably like 300 minutes for the daytime, but then like after 7 o'clock at night, it was all unlimited. You know what I'm saying? People would pick up the phone like, "Oh, is this an emergency? If not, call me after 7 o'clock." You know what I'm saying? We was too worried about the minutes that we had and the free minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you had Nextel, you could do like that little chirping shit. Niggas, oh my God, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that. But people wasn't really worried about picking up their cell phone cameras. You know what I'm saying? This is when disposable cameras was still a thing. You know what I'm saying? People were still using disposable cameras. But and even if you use your camera on your phone, it wasn't really like really big. You feel me? It wasn't really hitting. Like it was just like, I don't know, it wasn't really as popular where, people are picking up their cameras and recording everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone was fighting, you was just there for the fight. You ain't think like, oh, let me pull out my camera. You was just either there for the fight to watch it, or you broke it up, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? People wasn't really picking up their cameras, but um now it's like through the different stages, especially if people are a vlogger. Like I feel like those people who love to buy disposable cameras or take photos of certain events, or even like, cuz people, they we did have portable camcorders, right? But them joints was like big and bulky. You know what I'm saying? It was like really big and bulky versus the phone. Because it's like, if you have your phone up, people don't know if you taking a photo or nothing, or you FaceTiming someone or video camera someone. You don't really know. You just see their camera up or whatever. I remember I was in a hospital and I had my phone up and I was like texting someone, and this nurse was like, "Oh, please don't record me." I'm like, "Ain't nobody recording. What am I recording you for?" Like that, it was just so weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm texting. I think I was either texting or just watching like stuff online, because it was nothing for me. She was like, oh yeah, don't record me. I'm like, ain't nobody, girl. I don't know what you have it in your mind. What can I be recording you for? You not even doing nothing of interest. It was just weird. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you a nurse, you triaging somebody. Why are you worried about me? How you even, you know what I'm saying? It was just weird, but I see where she was coming from, because people like to record other people, and if someone has a camera up and all you see is a camera, you're not really seeing exactly what it is that the person is doing, right? Because someone could have their phone out, and they could be actively doing something on the screen, with their hands and stuff, but you're not looking at their hands or their movement or anything like that. You just looking at a whole camera, and you like, yo, they recording me, and that's just not what it is at all. That's not what it is. Or whatever the case may be. But now, like that, we're in a digital age. Well, always been, where people could kind of like get on camera and talk about what it is that they've going through, right? And then you have other people that like to document other people's lives as well. Like if you have like a roommate situation, like where you and your roommate got beef, right? And so you have one person that want to document everything, put everything on a camera. If you like, you know what I'm saying, if you have like a psychosis, or if you have, you being very difficult or something like that, right? People could record it. Like, things that's supposed to be something that's behind closed door type of shit. Right now, people people could record it. Even a family member could record another family member that's in crisis mode. You know what I'm saying? Or if they could record someone that's at their lowest point in their lives, or even some people record they themselves in their lowest point in life, and they put it online. Then you could put it online, and someone else can actively download it, and have it just to have it. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that they do that. Like that's why I was like, whatever you post, right? You gotta be in this mindset of feeling like, oh well, someone might take it. And then when I no longer want this up there, and you feel me, I no longer want this up there, and then I take it down, then someone else has a copy of it and they put it up there. You know what I'm saying? And when you move forward with certain with your life, you moving forward, and then someone like to bring up your past, right? But it's not like someone bringing up your past where, oh yeah, you did X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah, and you guys are arguing about it, or because now what's really popular, that has been popular for the past 15 years, is this story time shit, right? And people like to talk about story times that involves other people, and it's necessarily not really about their lives, but it's focused on somebody else's shit. You feel what I'm saying? Or the experience with someone else. It's like, all right, I had this experience with this person, or just gossip type of shit. You know what I'm saying? People like to tell other people's tea and all that stuff. And it's just like now they have like video footage of stuff happening. Or you know what I'm saying? And they upload it, and you could be like, well, that's something old. You know what I'm saying? And and you in a different space in your life, but then now it's something, you have something online, whether you posted or you didn't post it, and people remember that shit, and they want to throw it in your face. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be like Shaggy, like, well, you caught me on the camera, it wasn't me. You gotta be on something like that. Like, there's some people out there, they some liars. They don't care. I'm like, oh, this is you on this camera right here, and you could be like, listen, I don't know what you talking about. That ain't me, B. Okay, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you don't really have to address anything that you don't want to address. It's some people out there, like, they have footage of them doing X, Y, and Z and all that stuff, and they don't address it. They just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just it, because if it was in a memory bank, if it was in your mind, it would be something that's just like, whatever. You ain't worried about that because you in your present moment. But and people want you to be, effed up, right? Some people, want to throw up old stuff like, oh, I remember when you was X, Y, and Z. Even when you're doing good, like, you could be doing good in your life, everything is going good, you moving forward, and then there's always someone that want to come and remind you of when you wasn't doing so good. You know what I'm saying? When you was in an effed up relationship, or when you was on drugs, or when you was, what I'm saying, a criminal, or whatever the case may be. Like, people always want to throw up like, yeah, well, I remember when you broke into such and such house. You know what I'm saying? And you was high off of meth. Like, crazy stuff like that, Oh yeah, I remember when you was a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you was on PCP and you took off all your clothes and you was running through the aisles of the supermarket acting, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Like, and they'll say this shit casually around other people. Like, yeah, I remember when your mama she was a meth head. You know what I'm saying? Saying it to your kids, and so your kids don't even know, like, your damn mom used to smoke meth? Like, what the hell? Like, stuff like that. Like, people would say this with a straight face, like, and not care. Like, yeah, yeah. You ain't know your mama was a crackhead? Like, stuff like that. They say it all, like, what I'm saying? People feel like, cause you say something soft, it doesn't count as, like, being shade or whatever. But anyway, your power is always in the moment at hand, right? It is always in the moment at hand, right? And take this very moment to look in the mirror and really look at yourself deeply, right? You have to love every part of yourself, even the very things that you call your flaws, right? And like, when dealing with like self-love, right? Because it's like you have to love yourself in the moment, right? And the power is always in the present moment. You know what I'm saying? And so um you have to love every part of yourself, even the very things that you call your flaws. Um, and it's only one person like you in the world, and you are perfect the way that you are. Sometimes you have to choose to see the beauty in yourself no matter what anyone else has to say, right? Because being confident is appealing, just like a well put together outfit, hair, makeup, shoes, and a bag. But when all the stuff comes off in your natural element, the beauty from inside should exude outward. You know what I'm saying? You woke up with confidence and the love for yourself. No one cannot take your love for yourself away, right? Because sometimes, when people are in they natural, when they don't have nothing on or whatever like that, right? Some people, they put on certain adornments, put wear their hair a certain type of way, and that's when, their confidence come or self love come. But when you take all that stuff off, you still have to feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless. And I think, in your natural state, you should be your most beautiful is feel good about yourself. And no one is supposed to really take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? No one is like you. You're unique. And you should love yourself, right? It shouldn't come from like outward. I remember somebody told me, oh, well, people have to tell you you're beautiful, or, people have to give you validation or make you feel good about yourself. But what if people don't? What if people hate you? What if people don't like you? You know what I'm saying? Because it is some people out there that's just not going to like you because of they don't know you and they just don't like you. You ever went into a room and you feel like the vibes, like you like, oh my God, this just feels like no one really have to say certain things to you or communicate certain things, but you'll feel these certain vibes or energy. And that's a fact. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but you could kind of feel like, when someone don't like you. Even kids could feel it. Like you know what I'm saying? They know when adults are being BSing, but it's just like you can't do nothing about it. Right. But as an adult too, like, it's certain things that like, when they say someone's talking to you and you could read in between the lines and you can know that they bullshitting you, right? But sometimes someone's bullshitting you, but it's just like at the same time, it's like you don't really have proof, concrete proof or whatever like that, but you feel it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you supposed to not like yourself because somebody else don't like you. That's BS. To me, that's a recipe for low self-esteem, to lack your confidence, to make you not love yourself. Because I'm telling you, these a lot of people who love themselves and put them in positions where they become better every day, every year, every week they become better, was also faced with people not liking them and judging them. Even with the people who put themselves on this internet, right? It's like you're subjected to hate or people like trying to play you. You know what I'm saying? Every day there's some people out there that just wake up and they just talk about people. They talk about people. I mean, like they target people and they talk about them and try to bring them down and and create a community of people that hate them. And it's like, do you ever think about what these people go through? Right? Because it's like you got your personal life, right, that you're dealing with your family and all this stuff, right? And then you have your work life. Would you know what I'm saying? Or it's just different things, right? Or combined, and it's like you're trying to have an outlet or something where you can express yourself and just um be creatively free. Because there's some people out there that they utilize their social media, the internet or whatever. Because I don't know how long social media and stuff gonna be around. I don't know. I just be on a few platforms, but I'm mainly more so in my life now, like doing stuff. But it's still great to um to be on these platforms, but it's like I just feel like this didn't always exist. This is a part of somebody else's creation and you're a part of that. But it's like actively, what are you creating? You know what I'm saying? But that's really kind of like besides the point. But if someone don't like you, does that mean that you're not gonna like yourself? I remember when I had low self esteem and I didn't feel good about myself. At that time I didn't really know what it was. I just didn't, because it was a combination of the traumatic things that I've gone through. Cause it's like when you love someone, or when you trying to be a people pleaser, trying not to be conflict, that's not really a good way to be. Because at the end of the day, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. Especially when your intuition is telling you, like, nah, when you feel those vibes, when you be like, oh, don't do it. And you still do it because you're trying to appease someone or get someone to like you or be there for you. But the reality is that if the shoes was on the other feet, if this was reversed, these people wouldn't be doing none of that for you at all. They wouldn't care. Like, people would tell you no to your face and not care. You know what I'm saying? And then when you think about people who are manipulators where everything is calculated. And it's like, just like with this whole relationship thing, that's why I'm like, I'm not no relationship coach. I feel like people should have the relationships that they want to have or want to be in. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like you should be getting something out of it, right? It's not no, to me, it's not no set in stone way, but it's some people who enter it in a masterful manipulation way where they going to get everything, they're going to get what they want out of you, right? And they would do anything, you feel what I'm saying, to get what they want. And it may be bad intentions that's attached to it. That's why I'm like, when you hear all these stories, all right, that's just a whole nother topic. That's just a whole nother topic for a different episode, because I only have a few more minutes, because I'm definitely going to be starting my Sunday with I got to do some stuff around the house and stuff like that. So I don't really want to make this so many hours, right? But the bottom line is loving yourself and taking your power back. And the power is always in the moment to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, being present and just being very cognitive of what's really going on, being conscious of what's really happening and the people that are in your life. Because sometimes it's so weird, right? It's like, because I feel like love, like, at least hate, to me, I feel like hate will make you, when you don't like someone or when you hate somebody, you going to stay as far away from them as possible, right? That's a good thing. And sometimes you could love a person but then hate them at the same time and be like, yo, I ain't messing with them. Like, what they did to me was grimy, but it's like I still have love for this person, but this love is blind. This love is blind. You know that song that Eve made many years ago, Love is Blind? Let me tell you something. Love is definitely blind to me. Like, certain things, 'cause it's like you could love someone and they could be causing the most chaos in your life. The most chaos in your life. Abusing the ones that you love and care about. But the love that you have for that person is blinding you to what they really are doing. What they really are doing and causing pain and havoc and wreaking havoc, like destroying, like some women let men and other women or significant other, whatever, I don't know, whatever people are into, you know what I'm saying, allowing people to come in and and turn their home upside down on the basis of love. If loving someone is destroying your life, then perhaps you need to start, you know what I'm saying, giving yourself that love, loving yourself enough to be like, you know what, and start really opening your eyes to what the hell is really going on. You know what I'm saying? Some people be on this verge of just, oh yeah, you being a go getter, you doing all this stuff, right? but you're not really having your mind, your eyes open to what the hell is really going on in life. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You have to pay attention, right? Because some people, they show up in, you know what I'm saying, they be wolves in sheep clothing. And it may sound like, you know, crazy to someone who feel like they in a utopia world or whatever like that, and they have, you know what I'm saying, because I understand like people are in different stages of manifestation, they manifesting what they want out of life, right? But with the thing about manifesting, right, like sometimes you could say that you want X, Y, and Z and it show up, but what happens when, you know, what you show up reveals itself eventually to you, and it's not what you know what I'm saying, you expect it to be. Like, you, I don't know, it's just, it's a weird thing to kind of like explain, um at least with me, because I just feel like I've just dealt with so many people that was just so deceptive, right? And it's like, when you deal with people who are deceptive, manipulators, who are liars, you feel what I'm saying, who want to really bring you down, right? Because some people will keep you around in their life, you know what I'm saying, because you did some grimy shit and they want to try to get you back type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Or it could be none of that stuff. You could just be a genuine, great person, right? But you know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. No one's perfect, right? But at the same time, I just feel like when someone is actively trying to destroy your life, trying to destroy you for no reason, or it could have a reason at all. It's just like, these people are no longer supposed to be in your life. Point blank, period. I don't care. Like, I know there's some people out there that cut me off. You know what I'm saying? Because of whatever it is that they was going through and they evolved in their life. And that's fine. And I have cut some people off, or I just moved forward with my life. It's not necessarily like, oh yeah, you cutting people off. No, it's just that you pre you are doing something else with yourself. Point blank, period. I don't need to go back and forth with nobody. For what? What's the point in that, going back and forth? If I want to do X, Y, and Z, you feel what I'm saying, and you want to do A, B, C, D, E, then that's just what it is. It's just two separate, you feel what I'm saying, two separate paths. It doesn't have to be, you know, oh, like some, um, something where you have to kind of like, go back and forth with somebody about what? You feel what I'm saying? But when somebody's trying to destroy you, it's the lengths that they will go to just destroy you, yo. And that's a fact. Like, you know what I'm saying? It may sound like a crazy story, but so many people, like, I used to feel like, damn, my story, I gotta put my story out there. You know, people need to, but everyone has a story. And you think you done went through some shit until you heard the next person's story. You like, damn, you made it through that? You made it through that. For real. Like, that's a fact. Like, you know, people, you know, go through things, but the thing is, it's like, are you going to be in a state of where you moving forward with confidence or self-love, or you're going to be in a state where you are sabotaging yourself, right? Because there's some people that don't learn, right, from the things that they've gone through, so they either self-destruct, right? They either stay around these same people, you know what I'm saying, blinded by the love, or whatever the case may be, right? Because it's like, some people, they'll find out that people are grimy and they did all this stuff with them, but then they still stay around. You feel me? They still stay around. hmm And it's like, sometimes you just have to awaken yourself. But I want to invite all of you guys to be a part of this live virtual call that's only $25. This will be Friday, May 2nd, 2025 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 30 minutes. And this live virtual call is called Beautiful Transformation, Understanding Self-Sabotaging and Creating Roadblocks and How to Stop It. And it's for 30 minutes. It's definitely informative. It's definitely life-changing. So if you would like to be a part of that, definitely go to beautifulstarpodcast.com. Yes, definitely go to beautifulstarpodcast.com and sign up. You have to sign up before Friday, May 2nd, 2025. After that date, you'll not be able to sign up for it. But it's only $25 cash app payments at this time only, right? Until I figure out like another method of payment, then yes. And it is limited. Like I'm only going to allow only a few people to sign up just to make it intimate so that any questions or anything that people could have, it won't go so much over the time. But it's most likely is, you know, but the minimum is 30 minutes, right? So it is short, but like I said, in previous videos, that if you guys don't hear nothing from me or anything like that, you could go to beautifulstarpodcast.com just to see what's going on. If there's, anything that's going on outside, because sometimes I do, these live virtual calls, I have workshops, I have different things that I'm doing, right? And I try my best to kind of like come live or whatever on this platform, but sometimes I don't. And it is that serious. And then also I want to invite you to something that is absolutely free. This is absolutely free. It's the Meaningful Meditation, and this group will meet once a month on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is for 30 minutes. This group is absolutely free. Um, and it's if you guys know how to meditate or have ever meditate, you know how it definitely makes you feel better. Like you just feel good. You just, you know what I'm saying? It helps you to quiet your mind. It helps you to be focused, because sometimes it could be so much things that you're going through. You feel me? You could be going through a lot of things, and you know what I'm saying? And when it's time to like make certain decisions, it's like you can't, you know what I'm saying? Because you're just still dealing with all this stuff in your head, right? But the unique thing about meditation is that it helps you to get your mind in a place where you can make better decisions, where you could quiet your mind, you know what I'm saying? Where you could always immediately get yourself to a sense of peace, right? Because sometimes we have like chaotic lives where we don't feel like that peace, and I've experienced that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to sit back and be quiet and just like oof, like really woosah myself, bring it all in, right? Because I just feel like, especially from being from New York, I don't know where you guys are from, but New York would do it for you. You know what I'm saying? You could just wake up jolly, happy, go out, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, something done went down, and you really have to hold yourself back from making decisions that could definitely destroy your life. Because there's some people that's on a self-destructive path, that they try to destroy everything and everyone that's in their path. And sometimes you have to just be like, sometimes you gotta just step back and see what's really going on, so you won't get yourself into some ish, right? Because trust me, there's people out there that just be trying to test you, to try to get you off of the path that you need to be on for your growth. You know what I'm saying? For your confidence, for your self-love. Some people just try. They don't even have to know you, and they be trying to destroy your life. And when I say destroy your life, they're trying to get you to react in a certain way, and which could get you behind bars. Like, I'm just being straight honest with you, because sometimes you just gotta walk away. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was growing up, I've been through a lot of stuff, right? So it's just like, I know some people just feel like they just can't walk away from certain things, right? I know that. Some people just be like, they be on baddies times all the time, being. I'm like, listen, that type of stuff in real life would get you locked up, like real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not no episode of Medea goes to jail when you do some like crazy shenanigans. You feel me? And you like, but even in defending yourself, right? It's just like this. It's a catch-22, because it's like you defending yourself, right? But like, what if you defending yourself and they only got that part on tape? Because people always like to take out the cameras just to show what you doing, right? Or manipulate the cameras to make it seem like you're guilty, but really they are the antagonizer. They are the aggressive one. They the one who provoked you. They the one who hit you first. You know what I'm saying? They the one who pulled something out on you first, or did X, Y, and Z, right? But I just feel like with this meditation, right? I feel like meditation takes you to a place where you could get into peace mode, where you could tap into yourself in a different way, where, you know what I'm saying, you could tap into, because meditate I feel like meditation could go really deep, where you could really go into alternate realities. Now, this is something else for my other channel that I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, you get really deep and you go into yourself, right? you know like, with the imagination is very powerful, but tapping into something where you know you could get a sense of peace, you could feel, you know what I'm saying, you could be in quiet, right, where it's not so chaotic, you know what I'm saying, when you don't have like an instant response type of shit. But the great thing about this is that I do this once a month, and it's absolutely free for anyone who wants to sign up. So all you do is go to beautifulstartpodcast.com and you fill out the form, because you go to the meaningful meditation, click the link, and then you fill it out, and then all the information will be sent out to you with the date that it's actually going to be on. And make sure you check your junk or spam mail, because sometimes like it goes there. So as soon as you sign up, you will be receiving information on when's the next the meditation. And I encourage all of you guys to sign up. It's absolutely free. um and it's a win-win situation to me, especially if you are, even if you are meditating on your own on a consistent basis. Sometimes it's good to meditate with other people, and get different kinds of meditation, like, to be a part of that. So definitely sign up. I'm waiting for you guys to sign up. I'm super excited about the things that are to come with Beautiful Star Podcast. It seems like every year I get super excited, and it's been so many years I have been doing this. I've been doing this, but I just feel very positive and very happy about this present moment. And I thank all of you guys who have just even just listened to it, or I'm just very happy, and I'm in a good place in my mind and my life as well. um and I'm just absolutely happy. And I just know that things are going to get better, and they continue to get better. Like, you know um it's crazy, because it's like, um sometimes when something bad happens, people think that, oh, okay, it's downhill from here, that this is it. But sometimes bad things happen so that it can have a positive result. So maybe you could see something different. It don't mean that this is the end all. It don't mean that this is it. You know what I'm saying? It means that things could possibly get better. You know what I'm saying? But these are some things, some little affirmations that I want to let you guys in on, right? Um, that I say to myself, right? I like to say, let go, focus on the here and now. I am free. I am choosing to create a better me. The past no longer exists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are some things that I have because I've did last April. What is so crazy is that it was like a 30 days of affirmation. I believe it was. I don't have my phone with me. My phone's on the charger because when I get off of here, I'm gonna start my little Sunday cleaning stuff that I'm gonna do. I was supposed to do Saturday, but Saturday I had all these different appointments that I had lined up. And also with Saturday, what was so great about Saturday is that I actually went to a mall and picked up some dresses. Yes, I got me some black dresses, yes. For the summer, yes. I know, people don't like black. They don't like black, but I absolutely love it. So I got me some nice dresses in black. Some nice little dresses. I want to give me some but I've been buying dresses like when I'm not working or anything like that. When I'm in a mood to dress up, because I'm not gonna front with you guys. Like I don't wear makeup and dress up every day. Like I'm just not that girl. Like it's just not me. Like sometimes I just be on chill mode. Like you might see me with a sweatsuit on. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, but sometimes I do like to wear dresses. I do like to put on makeup and I do like to do my hair. Now I'm exploring different hairstyles. I'm like, you've been wearing the same hairstyle for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to explore different hairstyles, but it's just a different way. Like, I don't know, like I'm trying to get into like the whole wig game. Like, I don't know. Like, I know it's been like 10 plus years women been wearing their wigs like this with the, you glue it on the forehead. But I don't know. That just feels mad weird to me. Like, I've tried it with the got to be glue, like the hairspray and stuff. But it's just, I still got to get used to it. But I know like they have like the wigs and stuff like you could just, throw on. But I don't know. Like, it's just, that's something new I have to get with. Cause I'm used to like the era where you just throw on a wig and go. Like now you can't. It's not just the throwing like cause you just want to throw on some shit and go. I feel like if you gonna sit there and do all that shit to the wig, you might as well do that to your real hair or a weave or something like that. But then I'm like, no, it looks nice. Like I'm not gonna hold you. Like I love how it look. But for me to sit there like 2 hours to be doing it, that's just a little bit excessive for me. I don't know. It's cute. It's definitely cute. And someone I know, they was like, no, it's mad easy. It's easy. Like once you get the once you know how to do it, it's like within 30 minutes you could get everything done. Like it's a fast state. But I just feel like when you're not used to it, it takes even longer to do the hair, right? But you guys in the comment section, let me know if that's the case, or you guys still be taking like two hours to do it. But then I just like the ones where you could just pop it on and go. But see, the the wind where I'm from is crazy because I be trying to hold on to the wig and hold on to the dress. Like I was out, like it was a nice day and I had like a nice dress on or whatever. I had went to like the movies and shit. And the dress I had on, it was nice, but it was like it came up to like my knees, but it was like a flary dress or some shit like that. Like once the wind blew, the shit was going up like I was Marilyn Monroe and shit. And you know what I'm saying? But luckily I had one like I have like twists in my hair now, so it's kind of like, but I'm kind of getting tired of the twists. Like you feel me? Like you know how you just have a hairstyle that you go to like that's just it's convenient because it's like yo or whatever. But yeah, so I have the twist in my hair, but um I'm gonna switch it up, but so that's a good thing. But if I didn't have the twist in my hair, then it would have been like, I would have been having to hold my head too, because sometimes the weave, what I'm saying, be blowing up and blowing up. And you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be outside and my wig fly off with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, comment below if you guys ever had a wig on and the wind blew so hard that your wig came off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have that. Because somebody always got their camera running. But anyway, I got to go because my alarm about to go off. I gotta start my day. Peace. I'm gonna be back. All right, peace.